Hello everybody, doing a quick live again today. I hope everyone's doing fabulous on this beautiful day where it's not too hot and it's got a nice balanced feel to the energy today. Nice balanced energy in the air and the feel of the weather and everything. If you're in North Carolina, that is, or if you're in the US, I hope you're having great weather, or you're in England or somewhere else fabulous. I hope you're embracing wonderful weather there. So yeah, just making a quick video today, and it's all about divine timing and trusting in the timing and process of how things come together, because a lot of the time we become really unsure of ourselves and our ideas and plans and goals. Sorry, there's bugs everywhere. we get a little concerned about what we want to manifest when the timing isn't always the way we envision, you know, because when we manifest, we begin with the creative part, that soul part that likes to imagine like a child and create in our mind's eye what we visualize occurring later on in our lives. And you know, because we get impatient sometimes like a child, we forget that there's always a timeline in which things need to fall into place. And so when we don't see what we want to manifest, or the things that could lead up to the main goal that we wish to accomplish, when they don't line up in the timeline that we expect or anticipate or hope for, we begin to become a little disheartened or unsure of what that goal should be, whether or not it's too idealistic, maybe it's too big a dream to accomplish, maybe we're not being logical enough, or excuse me, maybe we're not being realistic enough. You know, we start to question ourselves with all those ideas. But really, instead of giving the universe, God's source, consciousness, divine universal energetic links to really step into that timeline that we need, we tend to go into panic mode instead. And I think we all have these moments when we do this, especially when it's dear to our hearts and there's a passion in you that wants to grow and expand so that you can move forward past old habits. You know, it's such a conditioning that we've grown with, that it really stunts the growth in the manifestation itself. And so it's really important for us all to just continue on in the process of what I mentioned the other day, which was surrender and trust and the allowance of what may be without really knowing how. You know, the goal in mind, even though it's set in the imagination, to allow the universe to bring you the signs and indeed the methods in which to create and turn that thought into action, so you can manifest those dreams and goals. And you know, it's a tough one, because we're human. We're in that human conditioned mindset of working hard, and we work hard to accomplish those goals, and you know, well, we have to make sure that we're at a specific place at a specific time. There's less trying and there's more just trusting and surrendering. You know, you can have an idea set and pay attention to what you're guided to do next. So if what you're guided to do next is to sit down and take a break, maybe that is all you need to do. If what you're guided to do is not what you had imagined, or looks as if it takes you further away from the end goal, it might actually be one step closer, because spirit is never wrong. The universe is never wrong. It responds to energy and vibration. And if the vibration that you're putting out there matches your thought, your frequency, and it is of what you want and what you want to create, then you can't go wrong. But if there's fear to be had, if there's distrust and unsureness of self, then that will surely create those blocks, because you're, instead of listening to that divine guidance, that feeling, you're paying too much attention to what's not happening. And what could be happening is that moment where you're being guided to literally stop, take a breath, take a break, and rejuvenate. You know, sometimes the rejuvenation is really all what you need. Maybe spending one more day at a job that you don't care for will give you that one day more of income to put forward into your next endeavor. You know, maybe forgiving that one person who you hadn't really tried to forgive is going to help you open that heart space to go forward and create with more trust in your heart in what you want to manifest. You know, there's all these little steps that are very much based on our emotional connection with our spiritual and mental bodies. And a lot of that has more to do with our creation of what we want to manifest than how much money we have in the bank, that where we are location wise. You know, it has more to do with what's in here, in your heart, in your mind, your third eye, your soul. It has more to do with what you create from the inside out versus what your circumstances think, what you think create the next step. You know, your outside circumstances have very little to do with what you manifest next. It's all up here. So, you know, allow yourself to just trust in the stagnation periods. Allow yourself to trust in the times when it's not lining up, because there may be something better for you that doesn't look exactly how you imagined, or there may be something that's bigger than you imagined, or just looks slightly different, because we can have the same gift and it can be packaged in so many different ways. And when someone else packages that for us, we don't expect that we want our package to look a certain way, in a particular in paper, in some kind of clothing of some kind. You know, we don't have this expectation that it should look a certain way when it arrives, but we know what's in it. We should just trust in how it comes. So trust in the divine guidance, you know, trust in that divine timing. The hardest thing you'll ever do is trust, but at the end of the day, the more you practice, it will be the easiest thing you'll ever do. It means surrendering your fear and your ego. It means giving up what really holds you back. So why hold back? Why hold yourself back to what doesn't work? Think about that. And so, you know, encourage yourself to just relax in the timing of all things and how they show up for you. Just because today means maybe there's less money, or there's just because today there's less money, or there's less physical movement into what you want to achieve, does not mean that tomorrow doesn't come to you at that step in front of you that you can just step into. You know, there's amazing things to be had, and the timing is impeccable, especially if you want the goal, the dream, the vision that you want to manifest. So try not to be too hard on yourself. Try not to worry too much about the little things. Try not to worry too much about the walls that you might hit along the way. You know, maybe, just maybe, it's there for a reason. You know, allow the timing to occur. Trust in it. Trust in yourself. Believe in yourself, and stop doubting in what yet hasn't happened, but believe in what yet can be. There is so much to be accomplished. There's so much to believe in. All you need is to surrender into the timing of all things. Trust in that timing, guys. It is there to help you. It is not against you. Okay? Thank you for letting me share today. It was a quick snippet again. I love this sharing, so thank you so much. Pass along if you feel it's going to help someone else. And I'll see you all live soon. Bye.